Hey, so no, we're not really coming from my closet. We're going to come from my kitchen again because the light wasn't very good in there. But I do want to talk about clothes and clothing today, which is why we started in my closet. But a couple of updates. Sorry I didn't video last week. I had all sorts of intentions to. As if you watched my video last week, I was in New York and got crazy busy by the end of the week. I even thought about making a video in the airport while I was waiting to get on my plane to come home and felt a bit stupid, so I didn't. And then by the time I did get home, I was like, well, it's almost next Thursday, and so I skipped a week. Very sorry. I will try not to do it again. It's tough, I'll tell you, doing these videos, coming up with new content and new things to talk about each week. I feel like I might be boring people, so I don't know. So let me know if there's anything particular you want me to talk about, and I'm more than happy to talk about pre-op and post-op and whatever stuff, or even non-VSG related stuff. Anyway, so first things first, the weight update. So as you know, I kept a scale in my bathroom in the hotel room in New York, which personally I think was genius. It just made me so much more relaxed and not stressed, and I knew where I was and I knew I was going, and I lost 2.3 pounds that second week in New York, which was right on target. Anywhere from 2 to 2.5 pounds makes me really pleased. The funny thing is right to this week I lost another 2.3 pounds, so I've lost a total of 4.6 from the last weigh-in, which is, looking at my math, 42.6 pounds down. The really important part of that is I have this phenomena, and I don't know if any of you guys have this with my weight. Every 3 to 4 weeks or so, all of a sudden the scale will drop down like 1.5 pounds super fast, and I get so excited because I'm like, oh my god, I'm way ahead of my goal, and I'm all like, yay me, and literally 24 to 48 hours later the scales goes right back up. I literally went from 161 to 166 and then right back down again in a matter of 24 hours. It's, I talk about how not insane the scale makes me insane. And the funny thing was, is I was looking at the chart I have that graphs my weight loss, and I see like every 3 weeks it does this ridiculous like down up, and then it keeps going down after that, and it just messes with your head. So as much as I'm a fan of the scale, it also drives you nuts. But as you saw, I'm still 2.3, 2.3, 2.3, 2.3, or at least somewhere around that, which is really good. So yeah, the other big thing, not to obsess about the number on the scale, because I'm obsessing about plenty of other things too, is I am 1 pound away from being halfway to my goal, which is really exciting. It's also kind of no man's land for me. I have dieted my way down to this weight. It certainly took me a lot longer than 3 months previously, but I've dieted my way down to this weight, dieted, twice already. So during the journey so far, while I've lost over 40 pounds, I've had clothes, I feel like I'm in the same place I've been before. It's all been the path I've traveled over and over again. Now the big difference is the speed I've gone down the path. I've raced down the path comparatively this time. So anyway, it's different. But when I get into the 150s, I really feel like I'll be heading into new territory around my weight, which is super exciting, and I'm desperate to get there. And I actually have something that I'll be showing you next week that really is kind of talisman of getting into the 150s. So anybody who knows me personally knows I'm kind of a bit obsessed with getting into the 150s. And so I'm going to save that for next week, because I was talking about how I don't have content. I do have content for next week. So anyway, enough about the weight. I wanted to talk about clothes. So as I mentioned, up until now, I've been wearing a lot of clothes that I already had in my closet, because I had clothes ranging from size 10, basically, and actually have a couple of things that are even smaller than that, all the way up to almost a 20. And I'm down in the 10s again. I'm comfortably in the 10s. I put on a pair of pants that I call my almond sala pants, because they're pants I wore back from a vacation 5 years ago, which is the thinnest I've ever been, and they were comfortable then. I'm in essence the same size now, and so it's great to be in them. A couple of weird things are happening though. So first of all, I've shrunk through some clothes. So for those of you that have the big wardrobe of a bajillion sizes, I recommend you try stuff on regularly, because you'll be surprised how quickly you can fit into stuff, and how quickly stuff will be like, I could wear this yesterday and now I can't wear it. So I'm purging my wardrobe all the time of stuff that doesn't fit anymore. And because I'm also a different shape, stuff doesn't fit, period. The other part of it is I've kind of promised myself I wouldn't go shopping for new clothes until I was solidly into an 8. And I really want to go. I mean, I bought a couple of dresses, but dresses that I'm going to be able to wear for a while. I'm really wanting to do some serious shopping because I feel better about myself, and I feel like I don't know if you can see, really I'm getting collarbones, and I don't have bits that stick out as much as they used to, and I feel good about myself, and I want to buy beautiful clothes, but I also know that with the rate of weight loss, I'll be in an 8 in a month, and it seems silly to buy clothes for a month. I know a lot of people go to Goodwill and all these sort of places. I still haven't managed to get myself there. Plus, being in New York, being in San Francisco, there's some beautiful things to be had, and part of what's tough when you're overweight is you never want to buy beautiful clothes then too, because you're always like, oh, I'll wait until I've lost 20 pounds and then I'll buy myself something pretty. And so I really think like we shortchange ourselves, and I feel like I'm still shortchanging myself in the clothing area, because you just don't get to buy the stuff you'd really love and is good quality and will last forever and all this. I'm buying a lot of Old Navy and kind of junky clothes, and that makes me sad. But I keep telling myself, end of the year will be a goal, can buy all the fabulous stuff you want, it'll be fine. Because the other weird thing, not only have I gone down like 4 pant sizes, but I've gone down a whole shoe size. Does that happen to anybody else? Literally have gone from an 8.5 to 7.5. It's crazy. So none of my shoes fit either, which I was a big, like any woman, shoe princess. So those I'm buying because there's no way my feet are getting littler than they are now. So yeah, a bit obsessed about clothing. Just I think because I feel better about myself physically. Does that make sense? Anyway, that's all for this week. I hope you guys are all doing really well. And hopefully I'll be able to say 2.3 again next week, because that will put me in the 150s, and oh, I will be so excited about that. So take care, have a great week, and I will see you next Thursday. Bye.